What's good, y'all? Good morning to you. It is January 8th. Leaving the gym. Thought I'd get a early start this morning. It's been a while since I've went to the gym in the morning. It does feel good, I'll tell you that. To just get those endorphins up and so early, I feel like it sort of opens up these new pockets of energy that sometimes I think I forget about. Yeah, man, usually I go in the evenings after work. But thought I'd give it a go this morning before work. Sorry if I'm a little tired. Yeah, man. Hope everyone's having a good week so far. We're almost 10 days into January, which is pretty crazy. Man, just left the sauna. Trying to just get the day going, really. It's nice too, man, when you hit the gym so early. I feel like you get so much more done. I mean, I guess it's stuff that you would still get done throughout the day, but you just get it done early and it makes you feel good. So, that's pretty cool, I guess. It's a little dark out too, man. Yeah, man, hope everyone's having a good January so far, good new year. We got duped by the Duffer Brothers, didn't we? The whole Stranger Things thing, Conformity Gate or whatever. Man, it went so viral. It's just crazy how I felt like the conspiracies almost went more viral than the actual season itself. I definitely love Stranger Things, man. You feel like you kind of grew up with those kids a little bit, and you just get attached to these characters. And I do think there's a little bit of grief involved whenever you know that a season's about, or a show's about to end, and you just know that it's not going to happen again, for at least for the time being. Something that's been a part of your life for 10 years now, I guess. I was happy with the ending, the season finale. There was a few things I definitely, obviously the fight with the Mind Flayer and Vecna, I thought was a little weak. They spent so much time pumping these guys up, and then for the fight scene to only last just a few minutes is pretty crazy to me. But at the same time, I guess maybe I could see why they really wanted to harness and reminisce on all the years past. Some of these conspiracy theories, though, I will say, just have so many valid points, and I just don't know how you have all these valid points and just for nothing to happen, for the writers to not come out and just be like, look, we know there's some inconsistencies, but trust us, or some sort of something. I mean, I don't know. I definitely don't feel like, I know there's people out there like, the audience deserves this and that. I don't think we deserve much, but I do think we deserve some sort of explanation, because I mean, if I'm not mistaken, it seems like before the episode dropped, they were hinting at a lot of stuff, like pay attention to the details. There's going to be a traitor involved, and a few other things, but I don't know, so we all paid so close attention to the detail that, I don't know, maybe we just are overthinking it. So, it is what it is, man. It was a good series, good show. it's definitely one that I can't wait to show my kid when she gets older. But yeah, man, it's crazy how viral those conspiracies went, those theories and all that. Part of me was low-key like waiting for that episode. I'm not gonna lie, I pulled open Netflix at 8 o'clock last night just to see, oh man, what if it's there? But it's all good, man. I'm definitely happy with it regardless. I think the storyline of Vecna was a little flawed, but the storyline with the kids definitely hit home, so that was cool. But that's been the new year so far, just kind of Stranger Things, man. I've seen some things, but I've seen stranger things. Ha ha ha. It's crazy. But yeah, man. Yeah, it's all good, baby. On to the next thing, and we'll move on. And I really want my main focus this year to be just self-growth and family growth. And what's cool, man, we could say it now just because it's done and over with, but my wife got a pretty big raise, which is cool, man. Like right before the new year, she kind of knew she was getting one, and then this week she actually got it, so it's just cool, man. Start the year off strong. More money's better than less, and yeah, I'm just excited for the next chapter of our lives in 2026, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little tired, and not just because I'm up early, but just mentally fatigued and just kind of feeling a little burnt out, I guess. I feel like I'm always on the grind, or always on the go. Seeking new things, seeking new creations, seeking more. And, I just felt fatigued. I just feel tired, man. Like I'm not getting enough rest in the moment or in the blessings that are already in my life, if that makes any sense. And I think society puts a lot of pressure on men as a whole to seek out more for your family, and grind, don't stop grinding. And you got these influencers, notable people that kind of preach that message of just grind, go hard and grind, and don't stop until you're, don't stop if you're tired, this and that or whatever. I don't know. You got a lot of that out there, and I feel like as men, we take that all in. At least I do myself. And then you start to like guilt trip yourself because you feel like, damn, am I really not going that hard? You guilt trip yourself when you actually need rest. When you decide to take a rest day. And I just don't think that's healthy, because I feel like I have been grinding, for so long. And I guess if you studied my hustle, maybe you could find some flaws. And I'm not one to admit that I'm not flawed. I think I said that right. I am flawed, and I know that. I do what I can. I give it the best I got. Sometimes my best doesn't always look the same, but I just do what I can, and I just keep grinding. But at some point, I have to give myself some grace and allow myself some rest, or else really the body just forces you into resting. You get sick, you get down, whatever. And I don't want to have to wait until I'm sick or whatever to actually get rest. Despite what these influencers and all these guys say. So, we're all on our own journey. Our journey looks different. Our journey looks different than these influencers preaching these messages. Our journey looks different than what it was last year. And, that's the old me. That's not who we are now. And the person that we are now is the person that we need to rest in. I think if you never allow yourself to rest, you're always worried about the future, Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know what this, I guess I don't fully understand this fatigue too. Maybe it is just that I just need rest. But it's just this feeling of like dread, really, kind of like, what is this life that we're working for? Like, we work so hard and grind, and we're always in go mode, but like, what are we actually working for, And I ask myself that all the time, to the point of exhaustion, I think. And maybe I could go talk to a therapist, maybe I, whatever, but it's hard. It's hard sometimes. It's hard to be thankful sometimes. There's so much to be thankful for. Don't get me wrong. But sometimes it's hard to see. Sometimes it's hard to just be thankful and just accept, what is. I think that's difficult, especially for men. It's difficult for women too. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, the world puts so much pressure on men to just constantly seek out more. And I think that's kind of where it comes from. I find myself like struggling to enjoy the holidays with the family. It's not that I want to. It's not that I don't try, because I do try. But it just always feels like maybe there's just something missing in my life, and I don't really know what that is, And I try to look past it. I try to get past it. I try using my thankfulness. I try to be thankful, but it just kind of remains there, like a dark cloud over my head. I try to talk to God about it. I try to pray on it. I don't know, man. I guess I just don't know. Maybe I should be more thankful for just the not knowing part of that. Just not knowing what that really means or what it's all about, but just being thankful for it. Maybe it's some unresolved piece of my childhood, or maybe it's some unresolved emotional trauma that I just never dealt with. I really don't know. I can't tell you. If I did, I'd speak up. I definitely want more for my family. I think we're capable and deserving of more, of a better life. My life isn't bad by any means. My life is good. I have a good life. And I've done good things. I've created good things. But sometimes in the day-to-day, you just sort of forget about it. You sort of lose sight of the fact that you've done good things, you've created good things, and ultimately you are a good person. I don't know, man. Sorry for rambling so early in the morning. Just had my thoughts just kind of going. This year I told my wife I really want to focus on rest. Not to be lazy or anything like that, but to fully understand and be thankful for the day-to-day. It's going to require some rest. And it's not a brag or anything, but last year I think I missed the gym 12 times all year, something like that, maybe 10 times, I can't remember. But and I still sort of feel like this void. I always thought, like, man, the gym would fix all my problems, and music would fix all my problems, and family and friends fix all your problems. And this is not the case, man. At some point, you got to take responsibility in fixing your problems. And I don't really know exactly what that means yet, but I'll find out. And I think I'll find out in those days of rest. Because I could just give my body a break, give my mind a break, and just take it in, just soak up what life is now. Not what it used to be, not where I think it's gonna be, but just what it is now. So I'll leave it at that. Sorry to ramble, but I feel like I had to get that out a little bit. Yeah, man. Hope you guys have a good week, a good weekend. It's Thursday, so we're almost there. Yeah, man. Let's get some rest. Let's get some rest together. So, much love. We'll talk soon. Yeah, with that, I'll close it out. Peace.